Hello, on this video we're joined by a guest, Mary's brother Michael. He's come to check on our potato plants and the tomato plants. The video you're going to see shortly is one taken by RTE called PM Live, again with Marty Whelan, and Mary was on with Marty Whelan several times, and they were all very successful shows. When you watch this show, you'll know what I'm talking about when you hear what Marty says about Mary. For more information about Mary, www.marymalone.com, or email Mary at mvickers, mvickers 44 at hotmail.co.uk, and don't forget to subscribe, and Mary, smack that bell. Some fantastic videos coming up. Okie dokie, we'll talk to you soon. Thank you, bye bye.
How's that? To get in before we do anything. You have healing sessions coming up over the next while, isn't that right?
Yes, I have.
Now,
tomorrow and Thursday.
In Limerick and in Cork and in Lucan.
Right.
And that's happening, is it this week?
Tomorrow in Jury's Hotel in Limerick.
In Limerick.
And the other one is in Cork. What's the name of it?
In Cork. That's fine, in Charleville, I have that here.
That's
and the other one's in Lucan, the Spa Hotel in Lucan.
Yes, that's Monday and Tuesday.
That's
next
right.
week.
The other thing to say to you is that we actually have a number for Mary, which is a number that she can deal with herself afterwards. Be ringing us. We'll be able to. Well, let's try Breed again. Breed, are you there? Can you hear us?
No.
Ah, that's a shame. That's a shame. Let me give you those dates anyway. Let me give you those the venues for Mary, where she's going to be. That should be coming up now. The first one to mention is this coming Wednesday, there it is, Mary, as you said, October 22nd, Jury's Hotel in Limerick. Right. 23rd on Thursday, Deer Park Hotel, Charleville in County Cork. And then on Monday the 27th, you're taking a break.
I'm having 2 days in
27th
Spa.
and 28th in the Spa Hotel in Lucan. The last time you were there, you created pandemonium.
I know. Thank God, like, the Blessed Mother does help me out and all them to get the people together.
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible because you do go out there and you meet people. Well, I tell you what amazes me is the fact that you can tell from people that you've never met before, who have never had an opportunity to speak with you. You can actually tell quite often what's wrong with them before they actually share it with you.
Yeah, I feel
and is that
whatever is wrong with them. Oh, yes, yes. I don't have to see them to feel that, even on the phone.
Really?
And if they wouldn't tell me, my own body would tell me anyway what would be wrong.
And is it a sense of them? Is it a sense of their pain?
Probably, yeah. I'm never able to describe what it is or how I can do it. All I know, Marty, I can do that. And it's just, and it's a gift that I got when I was in Medjugorje some years back.
Is that where it came from?
Yeah, well, I got healed myself first, of course, and through that, this is what I got.
Remind people what you had. Remind people how sick you were.
Oh, I was sick for 48 years. I had, you name it, I got it, from pleurisy, pneumonia, cancer in my leg, all kinds. I could name 1,000 things that was wrong with me at various times in my life for 48 years. And now I got to the point that I could hardly breathe. And it was the first time that I went over to Medjugorje. It was just a feeling that I got that I needed to go to Medjugorje. And I went to climb the mountain, the little mountain, of course, which takes about 15 minutes the most. And you're falling over stones and all the rest of it. Yeah. And I had made a promise to the Blessed Mother that I was getting there one way or the other. If it wasn't in person, I was going to get there in spirit. And there was 2 people with me, including my husband. And I hadn't told them what I had promised Our Lady. And halfway up the mountain, Malcolm turned back because I was that bad. I could hardly walk and I could hardly breathe. And I didn't turn back. He thinking I would follow him back. I didn't. Anyway, finally, an hour after, I got up to the top of the mountain. And what happened was, which I never felt, Marty, on me before, was like as if there had been, I was carrying a cart on my body, and this weight just left me. And I turned to the 2 women that was with me. One of them was from Australia, and I said, gee, I'm coming up here again. They said, well, you're not coming up with us. Your poor husband has run down the mountain. He thinks you're going to die. I said, not at all. It's only good people that die. And I did 4 days after I climbed that
But you had
again.
a determination. You said to yourself, I'm going to do this. Now, lots of people, when they're ill, and even sometimes when you just want to get through an exam or whatever the heck it would be, would make promises. You know, I'll give up the cigarettes if. I'll be nice to people if. You know, we all do things. Why do you think that it's worked out for you in this way? Why do you think that you were handed this gift?
Well, I don't know. I always prayed all my life. I love God in a very simple way. He could have picked anybody. He certainly didn't pick anybody that was healthy, you know. And yet He made me healthy. That was the thing, you know.
Yeah.
I have wonderful strength for my age as well, and I never get tired doing my work. And if I live till I'm 90, or even only 1 year from now, I will keep doing what God has asked me to do.
And from a health point of view, how are you now?
Thanks be to God, I'm fine.
From
I'm
all
fine.
of that?
Yeah, and we're on the go all the time.
Well, this is the other thing. You
Different-
don't stop. When I said in the introduction that you've been around the world 12 times, it's absolutely true.
That's right.
Because you were,
That's
where
right.
was it? Oh, it was Las Vegas you were heading
Oh,
off to
yeah.
last.
Oh, that
There were
was
a lot of
fun.
people in need of cures there, I'd say.
I know, including me in the purse.
But that's an example, isn't
Yeah,
it? That's
oh,
an
yes,
example. So you would they know you there? I mean.
No.
No.
No. Although I have been on the radio, on the television there.
Yes.
So there's only maybe a handful of people that would know you because you're moving on anyway, you know.
And are people? Do you think people are striving for the same things everywhere you go?
Yes.
Are
And
we all?
You would never think, Marty, how much sickness is out there. And yet they all have that spirit of healing within themselves if they would only tap into that. Because the Holy Ghost never leaves us and never will to
Well, that's the
eternity.
thing. That's the thing about you. You have a great personal faith. Obviously,
And I pray for everybody. But
you
I mean,
do. But
I
you
do.
involve that all the time when you talk to people.
Oh, sure. Mary Malone couldn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm only just an instrument there, just like you are an instrument here, you know. And you do the best you can in a loving and kind way to share the love of God with everybody. And the people that has come into our lives, wonderful people, generous people, you know, that their door is open there for you. That is when you know that the love of God is there with you and around the people that are
And I
helping
also
you.
know, and I have to say, and you'll probably admonish me now for saying this, but I also know that you not only in terms of the clinics or whatever you want to call the healing sessions that you have outside, or the phone calls you'll take here or on radio as well, but you also go out to visit people. Unsung.
I do.
You
I
don't
do,
make
and I
I know
visit
you
the
don't make a big
hospitals.
blow of it, but I know you do that.
Yeah, I do.
And is that
You
tough?
have to. No, I
but I mean, you're going
love
out-
the sick people.
Yeah,
Anyway.
no, I know that, but I'm saying, like, you're going out to see people who could be terminally ill, who could be lost a limb or whatever it would happen to be, and yet you're in a situation where you're hoping to bring some solace to them.
That's right. You give them hope.
Yeah.
It may not be everyone that gets healed, but at least you're giving them hope. And for some reason, it's like giving them a shot on the arm. You know, it might last for a day, it might last for 3 or 4 years. You don't know, because it is the Holy Spirit itself that's doing that.
And what about skeptics, Mary?
Oh, I do.
Are there
Of course
people who
I do.
come along and say, I don't believe
yeah.
this for a moment?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah.
But you're not going to criticise them in any way. I pray for those that don't know what's really going on out there. You know, we all let them step out in their own faith, like I did.
Yes.
You know, let them prove that God is there with them if that's the way they feel. But we don't have to prove anything because He's there.
Well, this is the point, and not to be afraid to if
Not
you have
to be
a
afraid.
faith to say it
That's
out loud
right.
from the rooftops.
That's right.
if that's
And
the
to
way it
never
is.
see wrong with anybody. Always be there to be merciful to the next person.
But that must be fairly hard to
You
do as
know?
well. I mean, I know anyone who's watching us today, and this is not, I mean, it's the ethic, no doubt, in all religions. Christian faith tells us we must always look on the good in people, not the bad.
That's
But it's a very tough thing to do.
It is, in a way. I suppose it is. But if you have, the way I look at it is Jesus went on the cross for us, and we expect Him to forgive us when we go back home. Now, why can't we forgive the people that surround us? We're all brothers and sisters in some form or another, you know. And to be humble. To be humble is the best thing, you know. And to be able to give up whatever you want to give up. I give up everything for just to walk out in the world. But I was lucky I had a husband to allow that.
Malcolm.
Yeah.
He's
Malcolm
a
done-
saint among men.
He is. He's
We've met
Saint
him,
Joseph,
yeah.
not me.
That's right. But I mean, he's out there with you too.
He is.
And your own life.
He's
I mean,
given up more
but
than
this
I.
is your life.
Oh, this is my life, and
This
this
is
has
what
been
you
my
do.
life until I go back home.
And I mean, we talked about faith there a moment ago. What I find interesting is also the fact that you don't make people don't. They have to have some sort of belief in themselves, I suppose.
yeah.
But you don't insist that people have to have a faith either.
No.
That's not
because
the
I go around the world, as you know, and I can come into a country where they may never hear of God.
And how do they
And,
react when
do
you
you know-
call on God or Our Lady? How do they react to you when you do that sort of thing?
I don't know. A lot of them cry.
Do they?
Yes, it's like as if they're listening to a storybook. You know, somebody reading a storybook to them.
Yeah.
They take it to heart, really, the majority of them. And you know, you would be surprised, Marty, how many hundreds of Jewish people that has the rosary beads that wrote to me for the rosary beads. And I've kept a lot of their addresses, and I sent them the scaffler, to wear.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder how they
Yeah.
how they deal with that in terms of themselves.
I don't know, but they do, because I have sent out loads and loads and loads of rosary beads to them.
Are these special rosary beads?
And they're just ordinary rosary beads that the Colombian fathers sent over to me when I was out in the States. So they didn't cost me anything either.
Right.
You know, I give a donation to them, of course.
Yes.
And I was able to hand out those.
But your
The
idea
rosary
is
beads.
that people would pray after they would
The
be
rosary
with you.
is my main thing. It's healing I could give up with. Healing I could.
You
I
couldn't
could
give-
never give up the rosary. Never. I would never give up Our Lady in the rosary, because I've seen so much done through the power of prayer. But because I'm allowed in some way to give that healing that Jesus, you know, gives himself. I'm only, as I said, I'm only the instrument. But I will, I feel that that's a part of my job
Right.
to do. You know.
I mean, the rosary is an interesting one, because that's something, if you think about it, that we've all heard about all
Yes,
through the
that's
years.
right.
And you don't have to be Catholic or Christian to know
Oh,
that,
not at
because
all, no.
it's been well
No.
chronicled
That's
down
right.
through the years that the rosary is the most important
Yes,
thing.
it
It's just
is.
interesting to hear you say that
Yes,
now,
it's-
that people
it-
who
it-
wouldn't necessarily believe in Our Lady, for example, would be taking the beads and using
Oh,
them.
yes, yeah. I mean, like, I hear a voice within my head at times that I know that hasn't been there a second ago. And that voice can be either a male or a female, I never know. It just comes when I could be just talking to you, or I could be in a restaurant or a cafe having a cup of tea, and that voice will come in. And it just, for that split second, it brings me back, you know, what's going on. And
what
I get the
sort of things
message.
would you be told?
And all it'll say is, sometimes it might only say, be careful, don't get hurt. And a couple of days after, somebody might be just that little bit nasty, or come in to be nasty with me,
Yes.
and he'll bust out crying and say, I came in here really to tell you off because I don't believe in it, and you have changed me by just looking at you.
Wow.
And that
Yeah.
hits my heart, because I think, well, I'm just me.
Yes, I
You
know
know,
that. Yeah, do you find yourself drained at times when you're doing the healing sessions, or indeed
Oh, no,
coming
no,
into a TV
no,
studio?
no,
or
no,
something?
no.
No.
No, I never, as I said, I never get tired, Marty, at all doing my work. And I walk back, I see 15 at a time. Everybody comes up to me. If there was 300 people, I'll still see to them all. And I'll just, at about halfway, I might kick my shoes off and I'm away again. You know, I never get tired.
I don't know where you
Thanks
get the
be
energy
to
from.
God.
Well, thanks be to God for that as well. Listen, my apologies
Yeah.
for today, because the phone lines are obviously
Thanks,
gone
that's-
askew.
oh, that's
Now, the
right.
last time, I have to stress, the last time you came in to me on television,
Yeah.
cable link went down all over
Right.
Dublin. You remember that? You blew the cable link up. So cable link disappeared last time.
Yeah.
This time the phone lines have gone down. It's quite amazing, because
Isn't it?
I think it's definitely you. Mary, will you do me a
I'm a
favour?
live
Will
wire.
you stay about? We'll give you some decent RTE coffee and a bun outside. Will you stay with us, and we'll see if we can get the old phone sorted out? will
I
you?
certainly will,
Because I
Marty,
have to tell
thanks.
you, we have had so many calls through.
Yes.
It would be a shame if we did get the phones to work for
Just have a few on.
for you to head away on us. Will you please stay?
I will definitely wait
All
for
right.
you, Marty.
Well, I'll tell you what we'll
I
do,
will.
because we're coming up to a break and a few other bits and pieces. We'll say about 3:30. Will you stay
That's
with
right,
us?
of
Good
course
girl.
I will.
If you stay
I
with
will.
us, and we'll,
All right.
we'll try
I'll
it
let
again
you all
at
pray out
3:30.
there that the lines will...
Touch the phones.
Yes.
Touch the phones and get the good vibes. Mary, you're a star. God bless you.
Thank
And
you
thanks for
very-
coming in. Again,
you
and thank you for
very,
your
very
patience.
much.
I'm glad we had the chance to have the chat
Yes.
again. Just in case things don't work out for us later, let me just remind you again of Mary's healing sessions, which are going to take place on the 22nd, that's Wednesday, in Jury's Hotel in Limerick. There it is there. Thursday, 23rd, Deer Park Hotel, Charleville in Cork. And on Monday and Tuesday, 27th and 28th of October, at the Spa Hotel in Lucan. That number at the bottom is for Mary in Mount Bellew in Galway, and it's a Dublin number,
a
but
Dublin
it's
number.
transferred across. It's 836-8111. 836-8111, and that's a Dublin number. So you'll come back to us at 3:30.
I
You're a pet, Mary.
certainly
God
will.
bless you.
Thanks very
Thank you
much.
for that. We really appreciate it. Stay here for the moment, because we need to take a break.
Right.
Now, still to come, we have domestic computers, we have classical TED, and directly on... good afternoon. Do we have a caller on the line? Good afternoon. Let's see if we have a caller on the line for Mary, because again,
Yes.
again I stress, 12-1 last time. You blew up cable link, and this time the lines have gone down. You're a gas woman. I don't know how these things happen.
I'm
It's just
telling
one
you,
of
I'm a
those
wild...
things
yeah,
You're a wild card. You're a
wild
wild
wire.
card. It really is. It's quite incredible. And our apologies again for having that the problem earlier on. It's just one of those things that happens from time to time. Anyway, what can you do?
Let's hope the
So let's see
second
how
time
we're
around.
doing. Let's see. Absolutely, Mary. Trust trust in
the
your
man above.
maker.
I've been talking to him. He said everything will be fine.
Really? Really? So I mean, has this happened
You see,
happened before?
I mean, I have got a line straight to heaven. The only thing is that he lets me down now and again.
Well, somebody's not paying the rent.
Do you think that was
I
what
think
it is?
between you and
All
him
right.
and around that
Yeah.
little circle that we would know is that wonderful circle, I think somebody isn't paying the rent.
All right. I'll definitely have a word about him with that.
Absolutely. Listen, while we're waiting, I want to give you those addresses again, because of course we did mention we were going to have Mary on earlier, so you may have missed them if you weren't with us. If you're not with us, maybe you weren't with us, or knew you weren't going to be around later
Right.
on. Let me give you those healing sessions again. There they are. It's Wednesday, tomorrow, 22nd of October, Jury's Hotel in Limerick. On Thursday next, the 23rd of October, the Deer Park Hotel, Charleville in County Cork. And then the weekend off for Mary, and then Monday and Tuesday, 27th and 28th of October, although I'm sure it isn't the
That's
weekend
right.
off. Spa Hotel in Lucan, and that number at the bottom is a direct line for Mary, which you can deal with again. We have Mona on the line in Lucan, I think it is. Mona, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Marty.
Oh, there is a God after all, Mona.
I told you.
Thank you. You're through to Mary, and off you go.
Hello, love.
Hello, Mary.
How are you?
Well,
What's the matter?
I'm suffering with my back,
Yes.
and I'm very much overweight.
Did you have an accident?
No,
with
I
your
didn't.
back?
But
Just
the
talk.
base of my spine, the vertebrae have fused together,
Yes.
and basically that's what my problem is.
I'm trying to look at your back. I'm looking inside in your back here. There's like, I don't know what it is. It looks like a tiny, imagine a tiny feather.
Yes.
Can you hear me? Like a tiny
I can.
feather. And this is where all the problem is. And it's across the back, not straight up.
That's right.
And as I'm talking to you, I can see healing going on there.
Oh,
Can you feel any heat now?
I can actually.
Can you
yes,
feel
in
heat
the
with
base.
me? Yeah.
Yes.
I can see, as I'm going to call it like a feather because that's what it looks like to me.
Yes.
And it's like cutting down, like chopping off as I'm talking here. And with the grace of God, within the next couple of days, the pain at least will go.
Thank you very much.
And would you write and let me know, please?
I will. Yes.
That's
Well,
the only way I know people will be healed.
Right.
Yeah,
And-
okay?
Yes.
God bless you.
Thank you,
And
Mary.
Mona, it's Mount Bellew in County Galway. That's the address. Just Mary
Yes.
Malone, Mount Bellew,
Yeah.
County Galway. That'll
Yeah.
get you.
Thank you very much.
God bless you.
All
Take
right.
care.
Thank
God bless.
We've another
Bye-bye.
call on the line. Good afternoon.
Hello,
Hello, who's that?
this is Daisy.
Daisy. Hello, Daisy.
Hello, Daisy.
You want
Hi,
to
Mary.
You want to talk to Mary?
I just want to thank you. 7 years ago, you saw my daughter Rosalind, who had just qualified as a veterinary surgeon, and she was very ill with anorexia.
Right.
You looked into her future. You told her what was going to happen. Everything did happen, and despite loads of conventional medicine, your healing and your insight into what was going to happen to her gave her the will to live. And she's now happily married with 3
Great.
lovely children,
Thanks be to God.
and a 4th one on the way.
That's
and
lovely.
I never stop thanking you.
Isn't that lovely?
Well, thank you very much for ringing in. That's great.
And that's the
Thanks,
sort
and
of
God bless
response you're
you.
getting too,
Yes.
isn't that
Thank you,
lovely?
Mary.
Thank you
Thanks
for your
again.
call.
God love you.
Good
Bye.
afternoon. Bye-bye. Isn't that lovely? You're getting, I know you get a lot of that. I know you
I
get
do.
a lot of
I
a
do,
huge
yeah.
response in that
But
way,
it's lovely
which is
when they come in and tell us, for other people's sake, to know that the Holy Spirit does work. And He does marvellous, marvellous things. I cannot thank the Holy Spirit enough for how He brings
Working through you,
people
working through
back
you.
to health.
We have Helen on the line now. Helen, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Marty.
And you're very welcome. We have Mary here ready to talk to you.
Hello, Helen.
Hello, Mary. Well, Mary, I have a very bad pain on my left thigh and down to my knee. And it's swollen round the knee and very painful for the last few weeks now, 2 weeks.
Yes, I can see. I can even see you plain enough here.
Yes.
When you're sitting, have you trouble? Have you pain then?
Well, not too bad,
Not when you're sitting.
but I cannot kneel at Mass. It sets it off very, very much. I have to sit up. And at night when I go into bed, in the heat, it triggers it off, and it's very painful for a long time.
Okay. Do you realise that you have a guardian angel that does healing with you? Are you aware of that?
Well,
Do you never have you very vivid dreams?
well,
Do you have vivid
Yes.
dreams? Pan?
I have vivid dreams.
Yeah, have you?
Well, I
That's
suppose.
because I can see that angel with you.
Very good.
Yeah, that is going to be giving you healing or is doing healing.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So you pray to your own guardian angel.
I'll
and
do that.
And that's to say, you know, in the morning, just say that the 7 glory be to the fathers to him.
Yes.
He likes you to talk to him, and that is the only way that I know
Oh.
how to talk to your guardian angel. And with God's help, that you will be healed then.
Very good,
Okay.
Mary.
Helen, thank you very much for your
Thank
call
you very
today.
much,
Thanks,
Mary.
Mark.
Thank you very much, Marty.
A great pleasure. Thank you for joining us today. Good
Yeah.
afternoon to you.
Good
Bye-bye.
afternoon.
That's lovely. Now, let's go on. We have a male caller on the line now.
Yeah.
We have John. John, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hello, Mary.
How are you, John?
Mary, I have a problem when I eat my food that I
with
just
your foot?
Food.
in
With
my
your food, okay.
that I keep getting I keep getting sick. You know, I
Yeah.
just can't keep my food down. I had a test done in the regional hospital in Limerick
Have you?
2 times last year. I had a camera put down into my stomach, but I'm still getting sick.
It's at the top of your stomach.
I don't know. Yeah, it may be the top, and they didn't explain to me, Mary, what it was, but I keep getting sick anyway. You know.
Yeah, John, I can see a tiny blockage, and it's at the top of your stomach.
Okay.
And it's like forcing the food back. That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
It's
that's true.
Now, has this been going on for a long time?
It's going on for a long, long time, Mary.
And you,
A couple
and you
of
haven't
years.
been to your doctor?
Yes, they sent me
You
to
have?
they sent me to the regional hospital, and they put a camera down into my stomach
Yeah.
2 times last year,
Yeah.
and they said something about gastric. But the thing is, I still get sick, you know.
But they never took it any further for
No,
you?
no, they did not. No.
Well, it's certainly there because I can see that very plain.
Yes.
So what would
And
you
you
say? He
need,
should go back?
well, he needs to go back and have second opinion.
Okay.
Get second opinion and don't delay.
Mary, can I say something to you?
Yes.
When you were in the Limerick Inn in Limerick,
Yes.
I went to see you, and you cured me for about 6 months. I didn't get sick, you know. And all of a
Okay.
sudden it's back again now.
It started back.
It did.
Could you come to me again?
Yes, I'm
Will
only
you come
5
down to
miles.
me?
I'm only 5 miles away from the Deer Park in Charleville, so I will be coming to see you on
All
Thursday
right.
night.
All
man
right,
yourself,
John.
John.
But Mary, you didn't mention the times.
Yes.
What times are they at?
Oh,
Around 8?
11 o'clock, 3
Oh.
and 7.
Oh,
Seven,
it's
okay.
3 sessions.
There's 3 sessions in the day.
But
I
no,
try to break
I know
it
you'll
down
be
to
there for the
help.
whole day anyway,
Yeah,
talking
I
to me.
will. If I'm not there, my spirit will be there.
Mary, is this a serious thing I've got?
That's lovely.
He wants to know if it's a serious thing he has, Mary.
Could be. It could be if you don't look after it. When you come to me and I'll put my hand over you, you know how my hand is like my camera?
I do, yes.
I will be able to tell you better.
Okay,
All right?
Thanks,
I
Mary.
will, and I'll keep you in my prayers tonight as well, John.
thank you.
All right,
Thanks
dear.
for the call, John. Good
Okay,
afternoon
bye-bye.
to you. Bye-bye. We're off
Yeah.
to County Kerry now. And Yvonne should be there. Yvonne, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Marty.
Good afternoon and welcome to
Hello,
welcome to
Mary.
Live and Mary's here for you.
Hello, dear.
Hello,
How are
Mary.
you?
I was born with scoliosis of the spine, curvature of the spine. And I never had any trouble for years. And in 91, things started moving around a bit, and my lungs got restricted. So they decided to do surgery, which didn't work. I'm now very sore still, and I've restricted breathing. I can't eat a full meal because I get very bloated, because my
Yeah.
breathing is affected.
You seem to have trouble down at the very bottom of your stomach.
Well, not really. I'm breathing through my abdomen because my lungs are restricted. So if I
Yeah.
eat a meal, I have no room to breathe.
Right.
And with the result, I'm getting chronic chest infections as well. And this doesn't help me either. So I'm constantly
Yes.
debilitated, really, and sick,
Well, as you're talking to me, I have got pain all down around the bottom of my stomach with you.
Well, that's
Did you suffer with that at some stage?
No, I didn't. I just always had a nervous tummy. It's probably because I'm nervous talking.
Right, but I have got it anyway. So there's a healing going on there. Whether it
Great,
would
yeah.
happen now or later on with you, but
Yeah.
healing is going on. And you're in Kerry though. Can you come to see me?
I can try, yeah.
It's a
maybe
bit too far.
It's a
Yeah,
bit too
I'll
far.
leave that with you, and we will pray on it that you will be all right as
Do you
well.
think there'll be any?
And other people out there will pray for you.
Great.
Okay, sweetheart.
Thanks very much,
God
Mary.
bless you.
God
Bye-bye.
bless. Bye-bye.
Bye, love.
Now we're on to another call. Who do we have on the line, please? Anne there. Are you there?
Anne, yes.
Anne in Cork.
Cork, yes.
Good afternoon. Welcome to PM Live. And you're through to Mary.
Hello,
No,
Anne.
Hello, Mary.
Right, how are you?
I'm not
Can
too
hardly hear you.
Yeah, I think my phone is a bit low.
Go ahead anyway.
Hello, Mary.
That's better.
We sorted it out here.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Hello, Mary.
Yes,
okay,
we can hear you.
Yeah, what's wrong?
Yeah. I have bone osteoporosis,
Yes.
which nothing can be done for. I have also bowel trouble, which cannot. There is nothing done for it.
Have you ever wrote to me?
Pardon?
Have you ever wrote to me?
I haven't, Mary. No. I
Or
haven't.
never came to see me?
No.
Yeah, if you could do that, I would say to write.
Yeah.
Drop me a line, and I will send out the prayers to you. And I'll write a spiritual letter to help you through.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Well, you cannot speak to me on the phone from television today.
I didn't get that.
She's wondering, can you speak to her on the program now?
Yes, go ahead.
Direct to her.
Yeah.
The only thing I can tell you now on
Would you like to
on the
talk to
set,
her afterwards? Would you do
yes,
that for
I think
us?
that would be better because it take me too long to get into it.
I think so. Will you take a call afterwards?
I will take a call
Okay,
after.
that's
yeah.
a priority call
I only
for
can
afterwards.
take, you know.
All right, well, if you stay with us, we'll get Mary to talk to you direct after the program, and you can have a chat afterwards.
Yeah.
Okay?
Well, what time is the program?
No. You won't have to wait. Just after 4 o'clock, we'll get Mary to give you a buzz back.
Thank
All
you
right,
All
very
right.
much.
No worries at all. No, not at all.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
One of the things, just to say to you, by the way, we have been getting so many calls through,
Yes.
and I'm wondering, would you be in a position to come back to us? The producer's wondering. There's no fee, of course, in it, as you know, and typical.
That's right.
But would you be able to come back to us, say, the end of the week?
Right, this week?
Yeah, would you?
Oh, sure,
Yeah.
I can.
Because
I can.
because obviously what happened is today with the phone lines going down. And all that
I
brings
know.
on board, it's been
That's
been
right.
difficult to get the whole.
Right.
I mean,
will
there's so
mark
many
it.
calls coming through at the
Yes.
moment. Would you come back on Friday?
I
would
will
you?
definitely come back to you on Friday.
Are you still doing the prayer?
Oh, yes.
You're still doing that?
Yes. No, I haven't got the prayer here
No,
with
but
me
maybe
today.
this is why I ask it because I'm wondering maybe on Friday we could do that.
Well, that'd be lovely.
Yeah?
I'd like to do that for the people.
Yeah,
That they can.
and perhaps on Friday we could give you a bit more time
That's
as
lovely.
well, and then we
Yeah.
can have a proper chat
Okay.
and get as many calls through as we can,
Right.
and maybe do the prayer as well.
Yes,
Because I know a lot of people found that very helpful. last
Yes,
time
and
as
it's
well.
a wonderful prayer. That's like a prayer that's been given through God
Mm.
to me. And so many people have been healed with that.
Right.
And as they all know, I'm only that instrument, and that they can do the prayers themselves.
Absolutely. Now, just
You
to
know?
remind you again, if you're looking for Mary, please don't ring us. You can ring us on Friday, and that'll be fine, but don't ring us until Friday, okay? Don't ring us until Friday. Shortly after 2, please God, we'll get you in. Leave the phones alone.
If I'm not going up and smoke.
For sure. If you want to ring Mary, you'll get her at Mount Bellew in County Galway.
County
It's as simple as that. Mary Malone, Mount Bellew, County Galway. There's a number. That number you can ring. Dublin number, 836-8111.
That's right.
836-811101. Dublin number for Mary Malone in Mount Bellew in County Galway. That's the address. That's the number. Not our office, please. But on Friday, we will take your calls again. Mary, God bless you, and thanks for
Lovely.
staying
Thank
with us.
you
You're very
very
kind.
much.
And we'll see you on Friday again, please God. Don't forget, by the way, you can win tickets.